you.
So in terms of the agenda, ratification of previous meeting minutes, I don't know if there are any changes. I did manage to post the latest minutes, which was in, I think we had a meeting in July before Janmashtami. And that was essentially to get the bank mandate sorted out for the Mandir. So if there's no changes to that, I'll carry on. We were just talking about the Metro Bank. We are trying to open up a bank account for the Mandir with its own signatories. That would include Sachin, Anil. Anil is on the call. Sachin has apologized because he's actually running the Hanuman Chalisa in the temple, in the Mandir. So he can't make this meeting. And also Monica will be one of the signatories, at least for the time being. And we went in July, and all of the IDs were checked and the paperwork was all done. They needed some additional signatures for the which was also done. But the person who was dealing with this account must have left. And since then, we've heard nothing. So I went to the bank last week and they said, yes, we have everything. We just need an updated bank permission date. So this meeting is basically to reconfirm that same bank mandate, which we did in July sometime. So we'll do it as of today's date, 15th of October. And Ian, I've got your electronic signature. So if you're comfortable, I can use that electronic signature, not come to you to get it signed. Oh, you're muted, huh? You're muted. Still can't hear you.
He's muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. If it will work, then
Okay.
you could use it. If you need me to supply another one, then I can do that.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So anything else on the bank mandate? So hopefully, I've got most of the signatures sorted. And by Monday, I should be able to go to the bank, Monday or Tuesday, and I've got a particular contact in there who hopefully will deal with this thing quickly, so we get the account sorted out for India at least. Okay, if there's nothing else,
just a question from me.
Yes.
Why do we need two accounts?
Oh, okay. So we have the one account which is live itself. We're thinking for the Mandir, because there will be lots of income and expenditure coming in and going out. Better to have a separate bank account, which is then looked after by Anil, who's on the call, who's the treasurer for the Mandir, so that it's kept segregated. The money is ring-fenced for the Mandir. Whatever comes in the Mandir is going to be spent for the Mandir. Because we got so many other things going on in life, especially in India. So I think to segregate it completely with a separate bank account seems like a good idea.
Okay.
You think keep administration, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, we just keep one account.
Yeah.
With different departments. And then we have a group account, which shows how the group is performing and how each individual department is performing. And there are 8 departments that we manage.
Right.
But there is only one account.
And you separate them through an Excel schedule, basically.
Yeah, I mean, we have a zero accounting package.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can do it on an Excel spreadsheet if you haven't got the zero accounting or accounting.
Yeah. No,
I'm just thinking, why bring extra complication if you don't need to? We are such a small organization.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
It is just a food.
From my perspective, it's not extra complication. It actually makes it cleaner and easier to manage. But if I'm responsible for the Monday's income and expenditure, I have it in one place. I don't have to sift through other entries relating to other things. So for me, it's cleaner. And given that we've started the process and we hopefully are close to closing the process.
Courses for courses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying to you what we do here.
Yeah.
Just one account makes it simpler for us. Because the treasurer looks after just one bank account rather than having to look after two bank accounts.
But I don't cover live. I'm not looking at live, and I don't, and I have no intention of spreading my remit further because I don't have the time. So I'd rather be focusing on just looking after the Mondays.
Yeah, can I ask a question? Is it under the same sort of umbrella? Because within bank accounts, you can have, like an account and then a savings account and this account, and it's all kind of under the same umbrella. So in a sense, is it something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that, I think that makes it. I have that myself. It does make it quite simple in a sense that if you're just going to one thing and looking at one area, it's just all there. I don't know if it adds any more admin, really. I don't know if it would add any.
It should make things a little easier because I don't necessarily want to. I'm looking after Live's bank account, and probably better that we keep the Tempo's income and expenditure separate, especially if there's going to be little bits coming in for membership. And I quite like Anil to sort of just segregate and look after that on his on his own, as opposed to mixing it up with the Live bank account. Ashwin, if we feel that it doesn't work, it's not working, we can always resort back to our original position anyway and make that account dormant. So if after a few months we think, hang on a minute, this is a waste of time, we can always go back again.
No, this is your call at the operational level.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is how we do it.
You do it, yeah.
We adopt what we're doing here, but I have got 8 departments in just under one account.
Yeah.
So who is, if Anil is not looking after the treasury of the other account, who's looking after that?
I'm doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I would quite like to see this decentralized situation where we don't have this control is the wrong word, but accountability. I want to really shift it down to the Monday, like we have a committee there, and really they make the decisions, they're accountable for the decision, they're responsible for the decisions without having to worry too much about us, So I think I'd quite like that from the bank treasury point of view as well.
So has anybody got from the trustees side an overview of the second account?
So we will, from the trustees, well, that's a really good point. I think when we do our monthly meetings, hopefully we'll keep it monthly from now on, Anil can come and give us a report so that the trustees are fully aware of what's happening. And of course, I will be looking at the Monday's bank account anyway, at least temporarily, because I'm sure they'll need some assistance in terms of funding there. So, but yeah, it's a good point. We should, that accountability will need to be there from the trustees' point of view. Okay, if there's nothing else, thank you, Priti, for joining us from Tenerife. Right. Next is the progress at the Monday. I was hoping Sachin would give us a progress report. Maybe Anil, would you like to do that? Sort of give us an idea of how it's going at the temple in the Monday. Sorry to put you on the spot there.
So Sachin obviously is a lot closer to the actual day-to-day operations, but I can talk from a view in terms of how we've been collecting on donations and some of our plans around renting out the space going forward. So since we started, we've probably been starting with donations of around about 120, 130 pounds a month. Last week actually was a much better week. I think it combined with the unveiling last Sunday that we actually have ended up with a week where we've collected 500 pounds for the first time, which was quite encouraging. And we hope by now we are looking to close on our rental model. And Ashwin Bhai, actually, if I could have a chat with you at some point this week, I just wanted to understand a bit more about how you do the rental model with Crawley and see whether there's ideas that we can take into our own approach going forward. But the idea is really that we start allowing people to do like pujas for various occasions, could be for birth, marriage blessings, death. I think there's actually a proposed, someone has actually asked to do a puja for the death of a relative, and so that's one thing. Then there'd be more things like yoga and similar classes that devotees may wish to run. I think we have someone in mind who wants to run yoga classes at the Mandir as well. So all of these things, we obviously want to formalize it, but both in terms of a financial model and in terms of an operational model and risk assessment, so that when we rent out, we know that we're one, complying with the laws, and two, ensuring that everybody keeps safe when they use the premises. So that's sort of what I think what's going on with us now. I think there are a few functions coming up around Diwali as well, so there'll be a few things happening there. And so I think it's been a good start. There's a lot of support from the committee and from the devotees who are involved in opening the Mandir on a daily basis. So, and I still have your words, Ashwin Bhai, where you said the money will come. So as a treasurer, I strongly believe that's true, and we're hoping we're starting to see the signs of that now as well.
Yeah, I will send you what we've got in our terms and conditions for hiring the facility. It's very, very detailed, because we've got much larger facilities.
Space, yeah.
But broadly speaking, you need to sort of decide on what is the rent per hour.
Yeah. So I mean, I've made a proposal for that, and I'm just waiting for the committee to look at it and agree.
And the rest is sort of predicated around making sure they follow the rules and regulations that we've imposed generally, and then health and safety, which is very key. Yeah,
indeed. Yeah, these are all the things which worry me, and I want, before we make the first rental, we need to have in place.
It's worth I know maybe having a one-on-one you and Sachin with Ashwin Bhai in regards to the proposal for the rental, safety. Perhaps you book a time with Ashwin Bhai and offline. I think it'll be a very valuable experience for you as well, because Ashwin Bhai has been running temple for so many years.
I know, yeah, I think any guidance we get is going to help us get this right.
Yeah, brilliant. And in terms of just a little bit more update on the progress of the Monday, the worship has been going on every single day, as far as I understand. Sometimes 3 times a day, sometimes 2 times a day. But the volunteers have been coming forward, and we went to a gentleman's house yesterday, Tarun, and he's been coming for nearly 5 days a week. Every weekday in the evening, he's there in the temple. And that is so gratifying to hear, and he was just relating the experience, which is for him outstanding. So, and there's so many new people who've come forward. There's a lady called Anita, whose enthusiasm is so, it's like wildfire, it just catches on. It's so wonderful to see that.
And she comes from Banster, next door to me.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. So it's not as if she's living in Kulsden.
Wow. Okay. I thought she was around the corner. Okay.
No. I checked twice with her. I chatted with her and she
Wow.
came actually. મને પગે લાગવા આવી ખબર નહીં શું કામ પણ મને એ કે હું તમારી neighbor છું તો it
Yeah.
was amazing to that she makes such a great effort.
Yeah.
Amazing. I wish I can do what she's doing.
Yeah, and I think I'd just like to give a congratulate Sachin for having regular meetings and making very solid decisions. I think without him there, I must say, I would really struggle. We would really struggle with the mandir. But him and the committee together have taken on such a wonderful responsibility. So really, Anil, pass this on to, and Alok, pass this on to everybody, because without you guys, we just have a empty shell there, but you really done a fantastic job. And Kanupriya, of course, the deities, they look so stunning. I went there on Sunday after many, many weeks, and my goodness, I was just amazed again. And
Is that the photo you put it? Is that the murti that will come?
no. I will send you a photo once it's a little bit more closer to how she's doing it. I think we just lost her. She's coming back again. Good.
Okay, no problem.
So actually, let's discuss if that's, unless there's anything else, we can move on to the next school programs very quickly. This is absolutely the reason why we set up live. Is the most corest part of life's activities, and we're in full flow. We've done I think 21 schools in the last two weeks, and I have to say it is the most exhilarating experience I ever have. Every time I enter a school, even if I'm really tired, I feel completely energized by the children, and feel very glad that the Lord has given this opportunity for us to share some aspects of Sanatan Dharma with these glorious children. We've got some children coming to the mandir. That's going to be the first school visits in the end of November. And if anybody is able to come and assist, it will be wonderful. It will be wonderful for you. It will be wonderful for the children as well.
Do you know what date that is? Is it coming
Yeah. 28th and 29th of November at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And the school is literally opposite the temple. So we should build a very strong relationship with that school.
Oh, I know the school you mean, yeah.
Smitten, I think.
Smitten, yeah.
So, okay, now, Anil briefly touched on the festival. Oh, hang on. Oh, Janmashtami and Radhasmi. So this is going back. Very successful festival, and just a very quick financial. Need to double check these figures. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of my work in the last few days. The computer crashed, and so I've tried to sort of do it, and I hope it's correct. But basically, Janmashtami Gopal swing in the community center generated 248, the shop 94. The inauguration, which we put through the Eventbrite, gave about 1,400, and the donation box in the Monday is 1,300. So about 3,000 income, and expenses were not a huge amount. There was 313 for plates, etc. The samagri, etc., garlands, about 228, and then the rent for the community center, 234. So it costs about 777, and so it's on the wrong line. The excess of income over expenditure is about 2,200. So it was, from a financial point of view, it was reasonable, and from a the effort of the devotees, amazing. Dr. Jyoti, what can we say about you? You're just tireless, and fantastic, really fantastic effort. everybody enjoyed. From what I was at the mandir all the time, but from what I understood and what I witnessed from the people who were coming from the center to the mandir, they were all ecstatic because they were enjoyed the prasad, they enjoyed the abhishek and the variety program that you put on, and Priti as well, really fantastic in terms of organizing the drama, and with Sanjana as well. So a really wonderful team effort. So I hate to name names, but Alok and Neil, and, Avesh, Ravi, everybody really, Rajiv put a fantastic effort in that. Considering me and Sachin both had COVID, somehow Lord allowed us to participate and enjoy the festival. And the inauguration of Radha Krishna was something else. So again, Kanu, don't disappear this time.
Sorry, someone tried to call and it knocked off
yeah.
the Zoom.
But extraordinary effort. The deities look so good. Ashwin Bhai, I don't think you've had a chance yet to come there, right?
He was there on the 19th, wasn't he?
No, I haven't had a chance to come, but I am planning soon.
Yeah, of course. Maybe, so, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about a festival where I'm hoping you'll be able to come. So Radhastami also, we were in Bharat, and in our absence, a wonderful festival took place, which organized by Sachin and Dr. Jyoti, and Janaki came, gave class. So all in all, really very well done by the devotees. Anybody, any comments on those two festivals?
Not probably directly related, but we learned quite a lot. Before the Janmashtami, we went for a decoration and the time was so late.
Yeah.
And yet we had help from Sanjana and others. So inspiration came through, and now I have put two groups, one the Prasad groups and one the decoration groups, like a WhatsApp group. So we can gather the group of people and somebody can come and somebody can't come. But at least there will be a pool of people who are interested and who are able to help.
Yeah.
So that is what came out of it.
Yeah, brilliant. And again, this was all organized through the committee, which is run by Sachin, which is very gratifying to see, very gratifying indeed. Okay, so Diwali is next Saturday. 1 week left, 22nd of October at the community center, and I think starting at 5 or 6, and there'll be a dances, a drama, pretty drama. I think we wanted to see if Sanjana or somebody could. I don't mind doing it, of course, but it's so nice when others also, do get in there, because we have to look at the next generation. I'm getting old. I've already done about 20.
No, you are not.
I've already done 20 dramas in the last 2 weeks, so I'm getting drama phobia.
But last time Jayanti Mataji, I think, wrote out dialogues and everything, and Sanjana and Preeti and Madhu, and they really did very, very well. They hold the stage perfectly confidently, and it went extremely well.
Yeah.
And we introduced the parents as well, gave them a little credit as well, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's good feedback, Dr. Jyoti, really good. Appreciate that. So anyway, we shall leave that for the committee. And in terms of just looking at Ram inauguration, now that's Ashwin Bhai, if you're free on Wednesday the 26th in the morning, that's it might be New Year's Day. Diwali is on 24th. 25th is
Nothing.
25th is
Nothing.
Some people are doing Besavaras Divas on the 25th, but I hope you're doing it on the 25th, so that on the 26th you're free to come. It'd be so nice to have you. Dr. Jyoti has sponsored the deity, so she's going to be the superstar, and Rajesh, and hopefully our Pujari is on board coming. And Dr. Jyoti will have a session with the Pujari before the inauguration, and of course, without Kanu Priya's input of actually getting the deities done.
Yes, she is the real superstar. So.
She is. And how is it going, Kanu?
Going well, yes. Hope to finish them off next week is my plan, and then get them to you, Nabi. So we'll see. Yeah, hopefully they'll be ready. They're going well.
I'd love to give Dr. Jyoti a preview.
Did you take pictures?
She'll have to pay extra for that.
We haven't taken pictures.
Okay.
No, we haven't taken pictures. So maybe if you send us a picture, because I can do little snippets of
Okay, sure.
body and post it.
Okay. Sure.
It's a working day, so it's going to be a little hard for many people, but we're hoping to pack out the hall. And we're not putting a charge on entrance. We did for Janmashtami and it went down well, but I think the committee has decided that we won't put a charge on it, but we will request devotees to donate. And let's see how that goes. We're going to learn through our experiences, and better we have those experiences now while we're little small. And anything else on the Ram inauguration? Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. It's a huge event, so please everybody try to come. If you have to take a day off, Naveen, I hope your son gives you a day off.
Yes, I'm I'm sure he'll be kind enough to do that. The only thing, Nabi, just one thing with the donations.
Yes.
I think, the newsletter that we do, which is wonderful. I wonder if there's a mechanism where we can publish however small the people making the donations, if they're willing. That just sort of gives a good feedback to others that people are donating, and whether it's £1 or £50, if that could be incorporated somewhere.
You mean when somebody donates, we publish it?
Yeah, I think, in the newsletter, the following newsletter, we just say darshan received from A, B, C, D, whoever they are. It just sort of it reiterates and thanks people, I think.
In principle, that's a good idea, but I think a lot of the donations come in the mandala has been put into a box, so we don't necessarily know.
Yeah, we can cover that by like general donations. Thank everyone. But if someone is sort of coming up to one of the committee members or sort of saying, here's £51 for XYZ, it would be nice to recognize those people, if that's possible.
It is possible. Some people, of course, don't like to advertise that.
No.
It's fine. It also perhaps adds a little layer of administration that we need to make sure that
yes.
So it is possible. I like the idea, because we should, of course, always be grateful and appreciative of people who give.
Yes.
That's a fact. And that principle is very important. Let's have a think on that. And I do like, in principle, I do like the idea. A lot of donors give apart from the mandir, they give for India. So we could potentially include that as well.
Yeah. I've seen it before. In other areas, and it's just, I think, reinforces the gratefulness of us back, back
Yeah.
to them. And of course, confidentiality, if someone doesn't want their name, then we sort of generally capture that. Say thanks to everyone else who's donated, and the total sum collected was, you know, £500, £200.
No, that sounds fine. That sounds like a good plan, actually. Okay, we'll give that some thought. Thank you. It may not happen next newsletter.
No.
Some point we will get that going. I like the idea, actually. I like the idea very much. Thank you for that, Naveen. In terms of the deities, so Sitaram Lakshmana beautifully done. So I've seen earlier versions and they look so amazing. Now, Ashwin Bhai, on that day, Wednesday, maybe you, Kanu, and Harish and myself just have a little sit down and look at the altar, because we wanted to keep Ganpati and Kartikeya separate on the two sides. But the way the altars worked out, it's a little different from what I envisaged. So I didn't want to sort of bring up the discussion here, but if we can perhaps on that Wednesday have a 5-10 minute just discussion as to whether we are happy with the whole parivar together of Lord Shiva, Parvati, Ganpati, and Kartikeya in one sort of altar, like we have for Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, or we keep them separate. I'm open to either, but I think it's just worth having that discussion before Kanupriya starts her work on Shiv Parvati. Is that okay, Ashwin?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, unless there's anything else. So the committee for the Diwali program, oh yes, good point. They're not charging anything. They decided not to charge anything. And I think in the light of the current economic situation, I think it's a fabulous move. But some devotees have come together and they're going to sponsor the event. There might be some extra costs. I'm just looking at the Les for the PA system. I haven't been able to get hold of him. So if we need a PA system, we may have to pay for that. But basically, I think 3 or 4 devotees. Rajiv, I think, do you want to just mention this? Are you there?
I am there, but you have covered it already. So,
okay. But the
also PA system wise, we do have a fantastic PA system in the mandir now. So, not sure if we can reuse that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I want Les to do it because he's so good at managing everything. But I just need to get hold of him.
Sure.
Good. Okay. That's that one. And if anybody else does want to sponsor Diwali, please do come forward. I know Bhavesh, Rajiv, and they are assisting with that as well.
And also, I think as mentioned last committee meeting that sponsoring of things that are needed in the center, like extra seating, things like that, storage things. Again, we can ask on that Diwali day next Saturday if people would like to sponsor this particular items as well.
Have we got a list of those items that need?
Yeah, we're going to do, yes,
We're gonna do it.
list. Yeah.
Who's doing that? The committee?
Sachin's managing, I think.
Oh, okay,
Sachin's,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best thing is to have a list, and then what is expectation in terms of donation for each item.
Yes. You've been saying this from the very beginning, Ashwin. We finally might actually.
And it works. People will say, I want to donate this.
Yeah, it does. We're just not competent enough to get it done. Okay. If there's nothing.
Just as a suggestion, sorry.
Yes.
If it's like seating, like folding chairs and things that we're going to buy new, if we can do it centrally, I can put it through our business account, and at least we can claim the VAT back.
Wow.
Yeah, so if we're spending £200 on chairs, at least we're going to save £40.
Well, we've spent 300,000 on.
Yeah, so, I know. Sadly, that's beyond the capabilities, but you know, things like chairs, we can hide it within the overall company, basically. So if there's certain things, if we can get that list together, I'll just give you a where we can sort of say, look, we'll acquire it centrally, and at least the VAT element
is saved. Yeah.
Is accounted for. We don't have to pay for it.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Unless there's anything else, I'm going to move on to the next point, which is 8 and 9. Vrindavan update. We visited both Vrindavan and Mayapur, and I was completely flabbergasted by the efforts in both places, especially Vrindavan with Trikalagya. He's got such a good team of people. We pay roughly about £3,000 a month for the team of people, which is about 10 or 12 or 14 of them. But the effort they put in is phenomenal, I have to say. That they're looking after these girls, 267 of them. We met roughly 30 of them, and it was so pleasing to see the effect that we're having through live and through the sponsors of helping these wonderful gopis and their families. So together with the water wells, which are helping the local community get some fresh water, which we tested the water wells wherever we had put on the way. We would stop, I would make them stop, and I would go and make sure that the water comes out very quickly, and it was very good. The pumps were really good. Within like 2 or 3 pushes, and not hard pushes, the water was coming out, and I was tasting the water. I didn't get ill. So that was good. The water was sweet as well. In Vrindavan, the water is generally salty, but in these water wells, there was sweet water, so it's really good. So they're putting rainforests up. We planted about 10 or 20 trees. In that place, there was 150 trees already just planted. And we saw some work done by Trikalagya in a different organization, Bridge Foundation, 5 years ago, where they've planted 150 trees, and now it's a real forest. Really amazing to see. So hopefully in a few years, we will see the effect of these rainforests that we're planting now. All of this costs money, a lot of money, because we're doing it on reasonably good scale. So this is hopefully something that we can raise some funds for and continue with this work. It's such an important job. And in Mayapur, this young boy, Sanjay, who's only 32, has started with, I think, 26 or 27 girls and boys going through the education system, from needy families. And again, once we get a bit more funding there, he will really expand that program hugely. So the potential to do Seva, where we know the money is not going to be wasted. This boy is so amazing. He's brahmachari. He's not married. He's not going to be married. He doesn't want to own anything in his name. He's really renowned, totally focused on Seva. And that is so gratifying to find someone like that, because it's very, very difficult to find like people who don't just run. So I think we're very fortunate. And we went to Haridwar as well. We saw there's a huge need there. So if our funding gets together properly, at some point we might even do something in Haridwar, which is really an extraordinary place. So, and I think we did a couple of videos, and I hope devotees had a chance to look at them and give you a better idea of what's actually going on there. You can't really get an idea until you're actually there to see what is happening. It is fantastic. So I don't know if anybody's got any comments or any questions about the Vrindavan or Mayapur project.
So is it Vrindavan, Mayapur, and Haridwar? Yeah.
Haridwar
Nothing
is just in the thought process. There's a huge desire to help, but funding is going to be. We need to sort out the funding first in Vrindavan and Mayapur, and of course our own mandir.
So at the moment we are paying India 3,000 a month. You said
1,000 a month, which is basically their maintenance for, the petrol, for their effort. We're not paying any salaries.
Yeah.
This is just maintenance so that they can get to and fro different places to do this.
Is there the net cost, or they also get money from others?
No, and this is just the cost of the staff and the things they need to do the work. The gopis cost is separate. We just paid out about 11,000 pounds for one term for the 267 gopis. So do they get any other income? Yes. Slowly now Trikalagya is also raising funds from his contacts, who are now helping towards funding the water wells or the trees, but it's very small. We're hoping the development of the website will assist with a much bigger sort of outreach for him.
Okay.
But you're absolutely right. It should be self-funding at some point. I'm hoping there's so many businesses just in Delhi who can fund everything and more. Okay, Alok, thank you for.
He's the latest volunteer. Volunteer is waiting.
Training him early. Alok.
One second.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Oh, wow.
Being trained early. Alok.
No, she's she's being trained earlier. Making sure she's attending the meetings on time.
Okay, what's her name? I'll put her down as one of the attendees.
So I've got Ananya here, and I've got Aradhya at the back.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Well done. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you. Appreciate
See you guys soon.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Bye. Bye. And I have to say, Alok has got such a wonderful mood about him. When I was there on Sunday, and it was like, what can I do? Anything I can do? I want to do something for you. Come on. Very, very nice mood. These are people we really look forward to being with. Ravi as well. So. Okay. Anything else, Ashwin Bhai? Is that okay?
Oh, that's good. I'm just wondering how do we source the 3,000 pounds per month?
Right. We're putting in ourselves a fair amount, but we also have one devotee in the Midlands who gives us around about 50,000 a year to cover this, to cover the gopis, to cover the water wells, but it's not enough. So I'll be making a call to him soon. No, only joking. 50,000 is amazing. But we're looking at other sources of revenue, and it's just taking a little time. Our UK government doesn't help. Unfortunately, it does these things which really throws everything out of sync in the last 2 weeks. So it didn't help. But we are looking at revenue streams to help fund all of this.
Okay.
Okay. Home Office and Pujari. We did make an application to the Home Office, which is a little bit delayed. We're just waiting for our solicitor to come back to us. We missed the deadline to submit the documents. So this is to get our Pujari for live to be able to apply for a Pujari to come into our country. So it's, any news from Adriana at all?
No, I'm a little confused about the response that the Home Office gave us. It never is straightforward.
No, it's no.
So does that mean we reapply? Do we wait? I've asked her to clarify, but she's not bothered to do it so far.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's not very efficient.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We'll
But,
keep on. Yeah, we'll keep on.
I think we'll carry on because I don't know anybody else who does this kind of work in the way she's doing it.
Yeah. Hope, I think we just have to keep a closer eye on her.
Yeah, no, I'll send her a reminder today.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, accounts. Okay, so this accounts 2021 accounts. That's last year's. We were live. So we've got the independent accountant report. It's been signed by Mark Muneli on behalf of Cubed Consultancy. Now, this Cubed Consultancy, they're based near Watford and or Harpenden actually. So they've done the independent review and they've signed off the accounts. And just to give you an idea, these are the accounts as per the format which is given. We don't have to use that format, but I'm using it because it's from the Charities Commission. And the accountants are happy with this format. So this is the profit and loss basically for 2021, which we presented to the trustees some time ago. But I'm just letting you know that the accountant has signed off the report and I'll be submitting this in the next week or so. The deadline is in the end of October. So just before the deadline, we have got these accounts sorted out. And in fact, they've been signed off by Ian and Path just last week. This is the balance sheet, which last year. So this is just information to let you know the accounts have been.
Do you mind circulating this?
No problem at all. Yeah. I can circulate what we're sending to the Charities Commission.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. We'll do that. As soon as I've submitted it, I'll circulate. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do we have to do anything with the other body? We are CIC, is it?
Oh, yes. CIC, the accounts have to be going in by towards the end of November.
Okay.
And that's just two figures. That's the debt and the asset. So that should be straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Any questions, any points? Cubed, they're new to me. We used to deal with James' husband who worked for Cubed. And then for some reason he left Cubed. And I didn't want to go with James' husband because Cubed is a auditing company. I really want our accounts in due course to be audited. It's safe for everyone, safe for the trustees, safe for me. So perhaps not this year, but next year I'm going to go and meet Cubed probably early January with Anil.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to join us, I'm happy for anybody else to come. But I'd like to meet them and see their organization. I think if we build a long-term relationship with them, that'll be good for us and it'll be good for them as well. Okay. Audit costs are quite expensive. I don't know, Ashwin, how much do you pay audit-wise?
2,500 plus VAT.
That's not bad.
Yes.
That's a really
our turnover is what, roughly 450,000.
Okay, 450. I thought audit is only required after over £1 million income.
This is audited account, not audited, examined account by.
Examined, right. So
this is not audited, is it?
Okay. Ours are not audited. They charge us £600, including VAT. but I want to actually get them audited, and that cost can be.
No. If we don't need to get audited, why?
Why? I feel safer if.
No. You are safe with trustees' expertise.
Fair enough.
I don't think it's needed to be audited, to be brutally honest. You're going to
There's
start
no
paying
regulation.
3,000-4,000.
Yeah, there's no regulation. We don't. It's
No,
not a
no.
requirement.
There is no regulation.
Regulation doesn't require us to get audited. So
Well, I hope our turnover will hit £1 million soon, so that we have to get audited.
Right.
Well,
But I think there's enough accountants around here that we should be.
That's the
able-
problem. Too many accountants. No, only joking. Okay. Thank you for that feedback. That's good.
by the way, ours is examined accounts, but what we pay the accountant, he donates it back to us.
Ah, okay.
Oh, very good.
You
I like
Should,
it.
should,
you
Could we-
probably know the
could we
person.
use him? Ashwin, do you think?
Ileshwai Patel, do you know Ileshwai? He
No.
lives around this area, South London.
Oh, okay.
What's
I
the
will,
name of the company?
he came to play sitar, remember?
Oh, wow.
Ah,
I wasn't there for the sitar player. Okay.
Tame mute cho Ben. I think Jyoti Ben has brought him to play sitar for us.
Ah,
Yes. He came even to Mandir on a Radha Ashtami.
oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
He knows us well, and he's very friendly with our organization and supportive.
We'll have
Yes.
to know him. Yeah, we'll have to get to know him. Very good. Okay. Next bit was we haven't met for a while, so I've got 4 months of accounts. Oh, I've just done it in one batch. As I say, I lost my information, so I put this together quickly. So for the last 4 months, our income has been in total £35,000. India projects has raised about 11.5, refurbishment 13. Those are the two big numbers. And expenses wise, we've spent about 33,000, and of course the vast majority is the renovation. We've more or less paid everything now for the renovation, except maybe about £3,000, which we're holding back just in case there's any bits and pieces that need to be sorted out. In terms of the 9 months to September, our total income has been 167,000, and the India project is a huge one. That's where we have some big. We got a couple of big guys who support that. I hope it will continue. Renovation, really, we found people have not been very forthcoming with donating towards the renovation. Hopefully things will change now that the Mandir is ready and people see what we've done and begin to get a little generous. But again, I think the economic situation will put people on a little bit of a back foot, and we might not get the response that I have been expecting for some time. We've done reasonably well on festivals, international tour, the India tour. We've got some money for that, £5,000 odd. In terms of what we've spent, of course, the biggest item in the last 9 months is the renovation. So if you add 221 plus what we spent in 2021, we've spent about 285, plus we paid a little bit out this month. So about 300,000 is our renovation cost.
That including Murthy costs and
That includes the murti cost. Yeah.
and also the altar.
Yeah, that includes the altar.
Okay.
It doesn't include all the murtis because as yet Kanu has only done Sita Ram and Radha Krishna. So still two sets at least to do. So we have, of course, a deficit because we've spent a lot on renovation, and how we covered that deficit is basically through loans. We got a lot of loans. If you exclude the 50,000 from previously, we've taken out an extra loan of 115,000 to fund the renovation. Now I'm hoping that we will be starting, if not paid off, at least start to pay off these loans by December. And again, I'm hoping that the revenue stream that I'm looking at the moment will help fund that. As I said, we're not seeing the donations coming through. There were a few people who said, yes, I will donate when the month is ready. So I did contact them, and funny enough, they both said, we're looking at our bills now. So it's just a little unusual situation we're in at the moment. Any questions, any comments?
I don't know what this comes under. If I have your permission, Nabiji, to just mention that you are talking about expenses. The people that we invite for the stage programs, the music, the bhajans, the instrumentalist and these things, apart from Ilesh Bhai, of course, me and my husband, we pay them.
I see.
So it doesn't come into any category.
Right.
But just letting you know that some of them are student, some of them are jobless, and this thing. So in this situation, we just cover. Then do I have your little other permission that I wouldn't be sitting here today talking to you, and I wouldn't have known a great guy like you just next door to Kulstan. Well, no, you don't live in Kulstan, but we assume that you live in Kulstan in the beginning. And you said, no, I am not from Kulstan at all. If it wasn't for the Ashwin Bhai. So I don't know whether to thank Ashwin Bhai or do I curse him, but I have to, you already invited him, but may I have your permission to invite him again, that please, on a 26, you are cordially, personally invited, because you are the one who has got me into this one.
Yeah, what I would suggest, you are doing a wonderful job, Jyotiben, but whatever you pay, whoever you pay, I think it has to be recorded in our accounts, and and then you can put it as a donation, and we can claim gift aid from it.
True.
Right. Okay.
And that then doesn't hide the true cost of running the center.
Good point.
And it has also got an element of future for budgeting purposes for future.
Right. Thank you for that. But what about the invitation now?
Yes, I'll be there.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So that was it. Now, in terms of meetings, date of next meeting, Saturday morning is proving a little challenging because I want Sachin to join this committee meeting, a trustees meeting.
Yes, we are missing him. So I must mention to you that Sachin Bhai and we are a great team, and we are enjoying working together, and we hope to your blessing we can be even more productive than we have been. Thank you so much for your blessings.
So Saturday mornings is a little challenging because they do Hanuman Chalisa, and he's...
Yes, that is where he is right now. So we were going to be there as well, but I missed out my couple of meetings because I couldn't connect. I don't know what was the problem, but
Today is
That's
good.
why I opted out, just stay behind for the meeting in Hanuman
you.
Chalisa
Thank you.
next week.
So I don't know, is Sunday a good day in the morning, Sunday at 9 o'clock?
When does Sachin and his committee meet? Is it in the evening?
Yeah,
Yeah, we meet in the evening. We meet in the
So
evening
why
after
don't we
6:30.
why
could-
don't we think about evening meetings so
yeah,
that
we could. Yeah. Okay. Any particular day is bad is okay. I mean, we could do Wednesday evening in a month's time.
Wednesday evening is fine for me, but about everybody else, I think Sachin, what Sachin does is he gives out couple of options of couple of dates, and then people, writes in, and that's how we were doing it while you were away.
Sure, but if I suggest a date and a time, and that makes a lot, it might be better. Say if we go for Wednesday, this 9th is okay, right?
Yeah, the day after.
9th of November. How would that suit everybody? At 7 o'clock?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Oh,
They are fine with me as well.
okay, brilliant, brilliant.
And the only thing I was going to suggest, are we planning to do face-to-face meetings or?
Love to, and even we could do face-to-face and Zoom if others can't make it.
Yes.
I think face-to-face is makes a lot of sense, and it would be great to do it in the mandir itself.
Yeah, I think it's about time we met face-to-face, everyone.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Shall we try that on Wednesday the 9th? And Ashwin Bhai, I know if that's not possible, we can connect you through Zoom.
yeah.
Anil, is that sound okay?
I think I'm returning from Israel on the 9th, but I think I land around midday. So if it's in the evening in the Monday, given it's around the corner from me, it won't be a problem.
All right, nice one. Thank you so much.
I'll have to join via Zoom because I'll
Okay.
probably be in Kent, but I can make the time.
That's fine. That's fine. Brilliant. Okay, I just had one other thing to say. Any other business? Are there any concerns from anyone, like trustees or committee members? Any concerns that you have?
Not a concern at all, but the point you were discussing, first one, giving premises for the rent or events, would allowing a kitchen an issue? Because I think Manish Bhai has been discussing that. I don't know whether Manish Bhai is here or not.
No.
Safety when allowing people to use a gas cookers. So he suggested installing a microwave oven, but you can't make stuff like rotis or puris on the microwave. So then do we have to bring extra, and people are not allowed to bring their own equipments. So can we have a little hot plate electric, which is considered a bit safer than a gas cooker? And I don't know, Ashwin Bhai can say more, but it is a part of a attraction. The people want to hire premises when they want to invite 40, 50 people and feed them and make at least a one item hot like a puri or a roti. So safety and fire regulations and lots of other things.
I think this is something your operational group should consider.
Yes.
And my suggestion would be, yes, we should have this kind of hiring terms and conditions where 40, 50 people can come for Bhajan Kirtan. We have a Bhajan package.
Yes, exactly.
And our Bhajan package is 200 people. We serve 5 items for the meal. You do Bhajan Kirtan in the mandir for 3-4 hours. And then there is lunch or supper with 5-6 items prepared by volunteers. And that we charge £1,001. but that's for 200 people, so we can pro rata that.
And you have all the health and safety, etc., in place.
In that case, I don't know what Jyotiben is talking about.
And I am talking about recently there has been inquiry, and Manish, by the one who is looking after the mandir activities more than anybody, has made a list of things that is required. How do we allow them to use a kitchen facility, or do we just ask them they can bring their own food and only heat it up? So put a microwave there, and which should be, I don't know, sufficient to reheat the things. But if some
Satish
want,
is not here, is he?
Sachin is
Sorry?
not. No,
He's
Sachin,
not here.
I think this is probably not the place to talk about the
No,
details
yeah,
of
yeah.
this.
yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of considerations that any electric equipment you bring into the kitchen would have to be
Tested.
VAT tested and stuff. It's not a question of someone bringing in their home microwave or hot plate or whatever it might be. We've got to follow the rules.
Yeah. Did we sort of complete our risk assessment for the center?
No, I think it needs to be done.
Yeah, I think it needs to be done. That's something which we talked about the last committee meeting, actually.
I saw something about that, but I don't know whether you've completed. That's a priority, my friends.
Yeah, I don't think we can realistically hire unless we have that done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it will be easier because it's a new refurbished
Exactly.
place. Because we followed all the rules and regulations, so it should be very easy, straightforward to do.
I think we've got to be.
Harish to organize that.
Can I just say that when we had the inauguration, we had the oven going, and we couldn't open the rear bifold, trifold doors. So before we really go into the renting of the centre, I think we've got to get our risk assessment and our house in order so that we know where the fire exits are, etc., and the use of the kitchen as well. Valid points. We need to really assess the practicality of cooking in there for 50, 75 guests.
Yeah.
Got to really be quite careful on what we're doing.
Yeah, but you see what happens is normally we don't cook everything there.
Yeah.
We only cook a few things, like say, for example, we would cook puris. So something that needs to be hot, we cook, rest comes from outside. That's how things work normally.
That's what I would have thought. I think really we should be looking at more a heating, reheating, rather than actual physical prep and cooking. It's not big enough anyway, the kitchen, I don't think.
No, it's not. I agree.
I hope that you have considered having a kitchen team or a team that looks after food and food hygiene and food serving.
We have a prasad team.
Okay.
Me and Sachin Bhai, we have just made a prasad team. So they serve, they reheat, they some of them cook at home and bring it over here. That is so far we do. But what happens when you give out a premises to rent on somebody, when we are not there, they invite their own guest. So I don't know how it works then. Who will be checking on a safety? Especially guest cooker.
This is something which was started to be discussed at the last Monday committee. We started to talk about this, and it's nowhere near finalized. Let's be frank about that. I think there were thoughts that whenever we hire, there should be someone from the committee who was present at the event to oversee that, making sure everything is being done properly. But I think, before all of that, as you said, Ashwin Bhai, the risk assessment is absolutely critical so that we know what we can and can't do safely.
Yeah.
If you need any help when you discuss that, let me know. I'll sort of jump in.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, no, I think we need to liaise with you on this.
Yeah, definitely. But this should be discussed at the committee, at the Monday level.
Yeah.
I think also in terms of health and safety, I think Ashwin Bhai may have been referring to having the formal certification as well.
Yeah.
Because
we need two things there: health and safety risk assessment carried out.
Yeah.
And the second one is health and safety officer nominated.
Yes, that's right.
You also need the fire brigade to come in and
somebody nominated to be the first aid person.
Yeah.
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 You've got doctors here, so there should be a problem.
Yes.
have we had the fire brigade in there to
We have a
confirm?
higher risk assessment. I think we're waiting for the final report. We'll ask, maybe, I know if you could just chase up Harish, see where we are with all of these things.
Yeah.
And even the risk assessment, I wonder if he can
Assist with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the trustees need to know that it's a tick.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All the details that you've done it.
Yeah.
We've got Jyoti Ben as our first state point of contact.
Yeah.
At a PhD level.
I
Both
should
of them.
start,
Both of them.
and I should start frying my puris there.
Correct.
And we'll all be coming to have your puris.
Yes.
Puri is not recommended anymore, by the way.
No.
Oh yes, health-wise, again, I am a wrong
Bakri-
person to talk about puri.
Bakri
The
is
cholesterol
okay.
level.
Thanks.
Bakri is okay, Rotli is okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
rotli is
Thank you.
fine. Naan is fine, but they are not convenient. You will notice you are asking to make rotlis, but they will come with a big box of, the puri, because they are easy to do it.
Yeah, but it's no good for health.
No good for health, yes. But ladies who are making it, we have to consider their effort and time as well as.
Anything else?
Just fundraising.
Yes.
I think we need to have a separate session on fundraising plan.
Yes.
We had one. Just need to revisit that and also to freshen it up and see what other efforts trustees' point of view.
Yeah, makes sense.
And what we can advise the operational group on fundraising side.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if we can have a separate session on just fundraising, that would be good.
We can. If you don't mind, if we can do it after this month is over.
Yeah. No, but sooner the better.
Yeah, up to the 8th of November, we're a little bit tight.
Yeah.
Kartik Mass. Okay.
Yes, you are right. Let us enjoy the
Yeah,
mass. It's too much going on, but yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay. If there's nothing else, we can close the meeting. Thank you so much for participation. Thank you, Khan. Thank you, Vicky, Dr. Jyoti, Ravi, Bhavesh, Anil, Ashwin Bhai. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Shri Krishna.
Very good.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
I say Hare Krishna.
Hey, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I'll give you a call later on to discuss
Okay, yes.
some things. Yeah?
Okay, thank you, Bhavesh.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yukti, was that you? Hare Krishna, Yukti.
It was.
Yeah, very good. And Kanu, put your glasses on. You look half intelligent. You almost look half intelligent.
Hi.